Welcome back, everyone, to the outskirts of Mordor, where Wile E. Eorzan here wishes to speak with me.
He fancies himself a wizard, does he? Eorzan knows about wizards.
And I want nothing to do with them. They are not as wise as they claim to be, nor as impartial. None know what is made at Anglak. But that is already not right, for I know well. The great ram Grond was made there, and wreathed about with spells. I saw it destroy the gate of the tall city myself, and if things had gone otherwise, there would have been no stopping it. Yes, I was at the war councils, and I heard the plans for Grond. Can this so-called wizard claim that? No, he cannot. It was a matter of pride for me, Eorzan the included. But now I have been replaced by Ortakul, no doubt. He will not last, of course. That, at least, is cause of comfort. Well, what have you got to say about that?
He is impudent, and he is impolite, and he is abrasive.
Well, that's quite a list. Yes, but he may be useful. I have had an idea. Alright, and you also have a necklace to hand me, and oh, what an improvement. Oh, yes, I'll take.
Mordor has been closed to the eyes of Gondor for more than 1,000 years.
Alright, I will see about that in a moment. Right now, I want to see about this. Here we go. This necklace, which gives me +2 light, it also has physical mastery. Let me push that up a little bit. And I will put that onto there. So hopefully it'll last for more than a little moment. This thing is about to go away, be replaced by something else. So I'm not going to worry about that. And these boots, yeah, I'm going to replace those as... Oh, I'm not even wearing those boots yet. There you go. Now, what were you saying, Mithrandir? Mordor has been closed to the eyes of Gondor for more than 1,000 years, ever since the fall of Durthan and the expulsion of the Thondream. I think that's one of the reasons they gave us that quest with Durthan and Thondream. Partly it's, of course, to be part of the story, but another one is to show how long everything was and to weave it into what follows. What transpired beneath the shroud of Gorgoroth remained unknown to us, and it brewed a bitter cup of rumor and worry and fear. That was in aid of Sauron's plan, as ever, for he knew the use of fear better than any creature in Middle-earth. But we have one in our keeping who witnessed the last days of the War of the Ring from the other side. Eorzan walked in Mordor when the people of Gondor, and indeed all of Middle-earth, could not pass the bounds of that land. What did he see? What does he know? He claims he was involved in the high councils of war. Perhaps that is true, and perhaps that is not. But there is no question that he may have knowledge of Sauron's lieutenants that we simply do not. Can he be forgiven for his crimes? If he can be forgiven, he might be given a new life in Gondor in exchange for the information he possesses about Mordor and the power structure of the Black Land after the downfall of Sauron. Speak with Aragorn. It must be he who will forgive Eorzan of his crimes, if any will. Alright, let's see. Aragorn, where? One king. one king to rule them all? Well, interesting rhyme there.
I have considered making a place in Gondor for the Nunhoff, but does Eorzen merit the same treatment?
Yes. For the enslavement of the Nornhoth in Mordor has stirred the hearts of the folk that freed him. I do not know if Eorzen merits the same treatment, Pineleaf. The Nirnhoth were cruelly mistreated by their overlords in Udun and elsewhere. Freedom was just a distant, half-remembered tale of them. But Eorzen led armies against us. He commanded his people to fight during the war, and many good men died on Kundalor Blaze before the White City. This is not an easy choice to make. The words of Mithrandir have not oft led me astray, Pineleaf. Eorzen will be given a new start in Gondor, in return for the knowledge he can give us of Mordor. Speak with the wagon driver Rothnor and arrange for Eorzen's passage into the city. Okie dokie. I shall speak of that. Hello there. Do you have room for one more? And no, not my size.
What's that? Another fellow needs passage back to the city.
I'll accommodate him. There won't be much room, but I've got a little bit more space if folk are willing to sit close. A nice and cozy ride. Very well, then let us tell Eorzen that all is arranged. Well, maybe not everything, but at least something. Hello there. We have arranged for you to be taken to Gondor, and you could have a place there if in return you tell us something about the power structure in Mordor.
What is it?
How grand, Pineleaf. An offer of pardon from Gondor? I spit at the offer. I am not interested in the charity of the king. I have not yet decided which side of this contest will be the victor. Why then will I ally myself with any of you? I have seen nothing to prove that Gondor will triumph in the days to come, but I know of many dangers that lurk still in Gorgoroth, waiting. Your people have brought Nirnhoth people to the Black Gate and freed them from captivity. I have an exercise for you. Speak these names to them, and ask yourself why I would side with Gondor when there are foes in Gorgoroth such as these that are still alive, still active, and still angry. Speak the names of Dogobeth. Speak the name of Ugrakor. Speak the name of Urudani. Does Gondor possess such terrors as these? I think it does not. I can't remember if they've told us who Dogobeth is. I know who Dogobeth is, but I don't know if they told us in game yet, or if this is where we first find out. Ugrakor, of course, isn't that the captain of the pit? And then, see, Urudani, that one I don't remember. Well, let us go and ask these Nirnhoth what they think about this. Hello there. I was wondering what you could tell me about,
Ugrakor knows no mercy. He delights in death.
Ooh, yes, Ugrakor. He is the captain of the pit. His face is terribly scarred, but not always. They say Sauron punished him for something, held him to the fire. Well, yeah, that's the captain of the pit, all right. Hello there.
You should not speak of Urudani.
You shouldn't speak. Why, what's wrong? They say if you speak her name, she hears it and will come. Her kiss is death, her embrace torment. Have we not suffered enough? Let the stone maiden slumber, and awaken her not. Ooh, Urudani does not sound like a nice person to know. And now, let's find out about this third.
He was the mouth of Sauron. Vile knights rode at his command.
I can tell you nothing of him that a dozen others could not. Yes, they plucked me from my village by the sea and marched me long leagues to Udun, where I was put to work at the forges. I only saw the mouth once, from afar, for he was too busy with Sauron's errands to spend time tormenting the Nirnhoth. But Sauron is gone, and if the mouth had a leash, it is now off him. We should not be speaking of him here so close to Mordor. It will bring ill fortune. Speak no more to me of him. Alright, as I thought, that Dugoblet was the mouth of Sauron. And we have the captain of the pit, and then this unknown entity that we also have to worry about. Well, that sent them shivering.
Do you see? Sauron may be gone, but his servants were many.
And they were beings of power and terror. I have not seen anything of Gondor that can hope to stand against even these three. And that is not the full extent of his lieutenants. And so I become Eorzan the Unwilling, and refuse the so-called king's offer of pardon. I will remain between the realms until I taste which way the wind blows, Pineleaf. Right now, the breeze is rank, and it comes from Gorgoroth. Well, that's what you think. Whee! Yeah. Well, he told me the name of 3 of his lieutenants. How's that?
I believe Eorzan will still be useful to us.
Indeed, he has already been so, for I think the artifact he stole from Durthang can be made to serve our purposes. And further, he has given us the idea of the evils that wait within Gorgoroth. The shadow that hangs in Mordor is too deep for you to pierce it without powerful help. But pierce it you must, if you are to combat the villains of whom he spoke.
The artifact Eorzan stole from the vault of Durthang bears a powerful corruption.
Yes, it does. But that is actually the start of Chapter 2. So therefore, I think this would be a good place to stop. We'll take on Chapter 2, which is the chapter that will depend upon your character class. So next time, we will see what happens to a warden when they go into and explore this artifact. And that'll be in the next episode of Pineleaf in Mordor.